All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you turn your attention this way, we're going to be looking at creating our Valentine's Day cards. We're going to use a postcard for this. What we're going to do to begin is open up Computer. From Computer, you're going to navigate to the Student Share. You should see this drive. It should be labeled S. Once you're inside Student Share, we're looking for Office Skills -Sysma. Once in Office Skills, Sysma, we're looking for the folder that says Office Skills. Double click on that. Inside that folder, you will see Valentine's Day card template. That's what we're going to open up, Valentine's Day card template. All right. As soon as you have it opened up, we're going to save it so that our changes will take effect for us. So we're going to go up to File and go to Save As. Once you've gone to Save As, you're going to click in the Browse area here and find your drive. So it's going to be your first initial, your last name. It's your H drive. You'll save it somewhere in here, wherever you're going to be able to find it. But your name is going to change from Valentine's Day card template to Valentine's Day card 1-4. That's if you're doing your first set of Valentine's Day cards, 4 cards. When you're doing your next set, you're going to save it as Valentine's Day cards 5-8, so that you will have card 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right. After you have renamed it Valentine's Day card 1-4 or whatever it is that you are saving, click Save. From this point, what we see here is we should see our guides. All right. You see the green lines and the blue lines all around. That gives you the space where you're going to draw and create and insert all of the different shapes and pictures and things that we're going to look at. Don't go outside of that box. If you do, you're going to be printing in the margins. Your cards aren't going to be centered. Got it? Okay. So if we take a look here, as we did in the past with our greeting cards, we have a background. So this background that I've chosen is just a generic background that you can change. All right, this is a rectangle. This is our standard background. When we click on it, you'll see up here, we have the drawing tools. It's in orange, and there's a format button right underneath it. When you click on that, that's going to allow you to change this shape. We're dealing with the shape here. It's a rectangle shape. What we're going to do right up here in the shape styles, you have shape fill. There are any number of color combinations you can use to change the color of that background. There's even additional here. If you go to fill more colors, you can pick from a full array of colors. Also in shape fill, you have the option of tints. So if you liked blue for your color, but you wanted to go a lighter shade, a lighter tint, you can do that. Also under shape fill, you have the option to fill with a picture. So you could set something as a background from your own pictures, from online somewhere, okay? So you have that option as well. You also have the option of gradient for some different effects here. You have a texture option, which gives you preset textures, and also patterns. So if I wanted to go with a shape fill here, with this blue, and then choose a pattern, I have all these different patterns that I can pick from. All right. Now the other option here is I'm looking at a blue and white background. You could also do blue and something else, or red. This is a Valentine's Day card. Red is going to be the traditional color you're going to work with. But you can see here the foreground, I could choose, all right, let's make that red, and my background will be blue. Okay? So you can come up with any different type of combination that's going to work for you. So one part that we have to have is going to be a background. Now that's just one shape, the rectangle. You can see here on card 2, 3, and 4, we have some different shapes. You don't have to keep these shapes. For your next card, the arrow, that's just giving you an example. So let me show you how we get to that point where we have an arrow. I'm going to delete this. And what we're going to do, and what you'll see on your little direction sheet, is a direction for inserting shapes. So we go up to Insert, and in the Illustrations group, we have shapes. This is a Valentine's Day card. Perhaps I would like to make a heart. Okay? I can find the hearts right down here. All right? And you can draw the heart. You can resize the heart. So I could use this as a background, or I can use this as a shape in my card. So let's take this, and I go up to Shape Fill again. You notice we're using this same tool over and over again, Shape Fill. This is what I want you to pull from this lesson. Here's a red filled shape, but I don't like that black line around it. I can change here the shape outline. For me, I'm going to do no outline at this time. I can take this, I can put it right over top. Now I have a background and a shape. Or you could use the heart as the background, all right? But we want to have a background, we want to have a shape, and then we want to have, you could have a picture or a shape, all right? But now we want to have some text. We're not working in Microsoft Word, so it's a little bit different in Publisher. We have to insert text. And how are we going to do that? You could use WordArt. Those are some presets. Or you can draw a text box. Drawing the box. And then once you've drawn the box, you'll have the options up here of the text box tools that you can format everything like you normally would in Microsoft Word. So, all right. You get your Happy Valentine's Day message in here. Whatever it is. I'm just doing a generic Happy St. Valentine's Day. You could put poetry in there. You could put, Be Mine or whatever you've seen on the little candy hearts or anything like that. All right, that's completely up to you what you're going to say. My card is going to say this, so that's what I have. That could be the front of my card. Now, when we jump to page 2, I've created the front of one card. If I go to page 2, over here, what I really want to have is a text box that you can send a nice card. So it's to from with an underscore here. All right. Who's it going to? Who's it coming from? But you're going to put, like we did on our greeting cards, created especially for you by, and then you're going to have your name and then Office Skills. Right? Now you can set that font up, whatever's going to work best for you. Now the good part about this is we don't have to flip this upside down like we did with the cards, the note cards that we did. Okay? So the second page is going to look very much like this. You could do something a little bit different if you're personalizing them. But I want to see this part here needs to be on. This is our little stamp that we've done the work. Okay? Now let me show you, maybe instead of this heart, I want to go a little bit more personalized in my next card. So over here, we'll go with a red background. And what I can do is I can insert a picture. And let me see, we're going to do a picture with Agatha. All right, so there's Agatha's picture. That's way too big, right? I want to resize it so that it fits. But one of the things I'm going to show you, we can do a crop, right? So I can do a general crop where I can change the size of the picture. I can cut out some areas or crop them out to have a smaller picture, all right? And it would look like that, and then I could resize it. The other option we have is going to be right up here, and they crop to shape. What I can do is find a shape and then crop to that shape. So if I want to do a nice little heart right there, I can crop. Now look at that. I've got both a shape and a picture in it. And maybe you can find some room for a little bit of text somewhere.